Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the show. Just want to let you know that Season 6 of the following announcement premieres this Saturday, 4/20 on YouTube. That's right, Deezus and Charge are back at it again for another season of Idiocracy and Life After Backyard Wrestling. Don't miss the premiere episode, which features the latest recipe video from Wise Eats, the Cocoa Bee Wise Brownies. You can check all that out over at wise-eats.com this Saturday, April 20th. I hope you all have a happy 4/20 and a fantastic Easter weekend. And speaking of Easter, that means summer is right around the corner, so I hope you're ready for it. If not, this episode is for you, because I'm sharing the exact strategies I use to get lean and shredded, so let's get right to it. It's time to wise up.
Well, thank you very much. I'm flattered.
No matter what, you got to strut. You got to suck in your gut and strut.
What's up, wise guys and gals? Welcome to another edition of Wise Eats. I'm former fat guy and fitness enthusiast Wes Wise, and today I want to talk to you about fat loss. About a year ago, I started a 12-week weight loss challenge in which I tried to shed as much body fat as possible while recording all of my meals, workouts, and results. At the end of the 12 weeks, I had lost 15.5 pounds and was easily in the best shape of my life. Now, to some, 15.5 pounds in 12 weeks may not be that impressive, but it is when you consider how good a shape I was already in before the cut and how much I strayed from my diet during that time and still achieved results. This weight cut taught me many valuable lessons about shedding body fat, and I'm going to share 10 of them with you today. Specifically, I want to talk about my results midway through the cut. With any fitness goal, it's critical to assess your progress and make changes as needed. Before I get to the 10 tips, let's take a look at where I was at before the weight cut. I'm a 34-year-old dude. I'm 6 foot tall. I started this cut on April 2nd of 2018 and ended on May 14th of 2018. My starting weight was 198.6 pounds. My ending weight was 193.2 for a total loss of 5.4 pounds. Average calories per day prior to the cut was anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000, and my average calories a day during the cut was 2,500 to 2,700 calories a day. I was going with a high-protein, low-fat approach, so my protein was at about 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So my macros broke down like this: 240 grams of protein, 40 grams of fat, and 278 grams of carbs.
Wouldn't be the filthy French toast without the Easy-E Ezekiel bread. We embrace the carbs because we're training hard, Jack.
Prior to this cut, I had spent years lifting heavy weights and eating lots of food, which kind of made me fall into a perma-bulk situation. I was just eating lots of calories and working out all the time. Sure, I got in pretty good shape doing that, but once I had dialed everything in, set a fat loss goal, and focused on what I was putting into my body, the changes came much more quickly. With that said, let's get into the 10 tips that I learned from the first half of the cut. Whether you're just getting started with your fitness or looking to take things to the next level, I believe these tips can help you out.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes.
Tip number 1 is that you can't expect results overnight. Total weight loss during the first 6 weeks was 5.5 pounds. Not as much as I had hoped for, but it's still nearly a full pound per week. I also made consistent strength gains in all of my major lifts, which are the bench, press, squat, deadlift, and overhead shoulder press. So this was pretty surprising to me since I was in a calorie deficit. Ultimately, slow and steady weight loss is the goal to keep a sustainable, healthy weight. A crash diet resulting in drastic weight loss will burn valuable muscle and hurt your metabolism. That said, I lacked some discipline during this cut and could have achieved results much faster. My biggest downfalls were lack of cardio and too many cheat meals.
It's okay. Just get it all out.
Tip number 2 is that eating clean does not guarantee weight loss. Although I have tracked my meals every day since 2009, I had gotten away from strict calorie counting in recent years and focused mainly on quality of nutrients. Eventually, this led to excessive calorie intake of 4,000 calories or more per day and the accumulation of excess body fat, which is why I decided to start this weight cut. Sure, I've been lifting weights like a madman and gaining muscle, but didn't need nearly that many calories in order to acquire the muscle I wanted. Had my calories been around 3,000 a day, I could have still gained muscle without adding so much body fat in the process. In my opinion, it's valuable to count calories so you know where you're at, because you can very easily be too high or too low without realizing it. Calculate your baseline needs and adjust from there based on your desire to gain muscle or lose body fat.
Damn, everyone, run for the hills. It's Fatzilla. Boy, you look like King Kong with titties.
Tip number 3 is that dietary fat is your best friend and your worst enemy. Dietary fat has tremendous health benefits, and it's delicious. Grass-fed butter, avocado oil, almonds, coconut oil, cashew butter, I love it all. But when it comes to losing weight and eating fat, tread lightly. Fat has the highest calorie content out of all the macronutrients at 9 calories per gram. It's also the nutrient most easily converted into body fat, far more than protein or carbohydrate. Leading up to this challenge, I was consuming anywhere from 100 to 200 or more grams of dietary fat per day under the assumption that it was clean eating and good for me. During this challenge, I limited my intake to 40 to 60 grams per day on most days, and this had a major impact on my ability to restrict calories and burn body fat.
I think giving your body a smaller window to process food is really wise.
Tip number 4 is to learn to utilize intermittent fasting. I normally live by the principle that you should eat every 2 to 3 hours based on your activity levels, but intermittent fasting can be a great strategy for lowering your overall calorie intake. By putting off breakfast for a few hours in the morning, you can get a cognitive boost and utilize the many benefits of low-intensity, fasted cardio, like walking. I have my first meal about 2 hours after I wake up and love the way I feel during that fasted period. So this is a strategy I've continued to this day. Currently, I'm trying to eat in about a 10-hour window each day, which is nothing crazy at all.
I waited all day long just to hold you in my arms.
Tip number 5 is that you don't have to starve to lose weight. Another thing that surprised me during this cut was that although I felt slightly hungry at times, I was never starving. I used to think that eating needed to be restricted to the point where I was physically uncomfortable in order to lose weight, but that's just not the case. During this cut, I averaged anywhere from 6 to 8 meals per day at about 2,500 total calories. There were definitely times when I wanted to eat more, but I never felt truly deprived of anything during the cut. Tip number 6 makes me super happy, and it's that cardio is not nearly as necessary as you might think. I did almost no cardio during the first 6 weeks. I focused strictly on heavy, compound weightlifting 5 days a week. What little cardio I did do involved low-intensity bike riding, walking, core workouts, and stretching. In the second half of the cut, I ended up doing more cardio to accelerate fat loss, but losing nearly a pound a week without any cardio is pretty cool. So before you jump on that treadmill, rethink how you want to be spending your workout time. I recommend weightlifting wholeheartedly, as we learned in episode 6. If you want to check out that episode where I talk a little bit more about why I love weightlifting so much, you can find that at wise-eats.com/episode 6. Tip number 7 is that you can actually work out less and lose more weight. Exercise is a critical component, but calorie restriction alone is enough to ensure weight loss. Prior to this cut, I was killing myself for hours in the gym every day, doing far more than I needed to in order to achieve results. 30 to 60 minutes of focused weight training with proper form and challenging weight are all you need to get strong and lose body fat. For cardio, short, intense sessions lasting 20 to 30 minutes are all you need. Fasted walking first thing in the morning is another one of my favorite options for cardio. This cut taught me that rest and active recovery through stretching, foam rolling, and walking are just as important as strenuous physical activity.
You know where that come from? Watching that damn TV. Every time you turn it on, they got somebody in there talking about lose weight, get healthy, get in shape. Get everybody looking all anorexic talking about that's healthy. I know what healthy is.
Tip number 8 is you can have epic cheat days and still lose weight. Hallelujah. I usually try to limit myself to one cheat meal per week, if at all. Most of the time, I just have larger portions of the things I would normally eat. During this cut, I wanted to exclude all cheat meals, but failed miserably. A few date nights with my wife involving drinks and New York-style pizza, plus a couple big dinners with my family. Sure, those meals hindered my progress, but they were amazing and worth it to me. Plus, I still had the cut in the back of my mind. Every time I treated myself, I got right back on track and was still able to achieve overall weight loss.
And tell you something else. I don't know why everybody trying to lose weight in the first place. Ain't everybody supposed to be the same size. We're supposed to be all different.
Tip number 9 is a hot topic right now, but I believe it wholeheartedly, and it is that carbs are not your enemy. I lost weight during this time while still having plenty of sweet potato, fruits, vegetables, jasmine rice, oat bran, and other carbs. Carbohydrates fuel your workouts and provide valuable energy, but have been bastardized by profit-seeking firms that are usually selling poisons and ineffective diet fads. Make sure you're eating enough carbs based on your activity levels. During this cut, I had around 278 grams of carbs per day and felt great doing it.
Potatoes are low calorie and nutrient dense, making them the perfect option for burning fat and building muscle.
Okay, the final tip that I want to share with you today is that fitness is a marathon, not a sprint. Optimizing your health is a lifelong journey. Focus on constant improvement and measurable results. 1 rep higher than your last workout. 10 seconds faster or 1 mile longer than before. Keep showing up and get at least 1% better than you were before every time. Small deposits in your physical bank account now add up to huge dividends later. Stay committed, keep making progress, and you will see results in time.
I can't believe I'm so thin. I am thin. You ever just feel thin? I am thin. I'm thin. Hey, man, where's the apple pie?
So those are the lessons I learned in the first 6 weeks of a 12-week weight cut. I didn't move any mountains, but I did make some progress, which motivated me to keep going and do even better in the second half, which I'm going to cover in a future episode. I hope you can take some of these fat loss insights and apply them to your own life. Health is wealth, so start making some wise choices now. Please contact me with any questions or comments you have over at wiseeatspodcast@gmail.com. You can check out the website for this episode at wise-eats.com/episode 8, where you'll see the YouTube video for this, where I'm going to have all kinds of pictures, all the meals, all the workouts that I did during the first 6 weeks of the cut, along with the full article, and a whole bunch more if you're interested on getting some more content out of this episode. My goal is to produce the best possible info to help people get healthy and feel great, because that's how we should all be living. Thanks for watching on YouTube, listening on iTunes, or wherever else you might be hearing this. Now get out there, get after your fitness goals, and start making some wise choices. Currently, I try to eat in about a 10-hour feeding window each day. Currently, I eat in about a 10-hour window each day, which is not a big deal at all. I have my first meal at about 9 p.m. Nice. All right.
Still hungry? Still hungry?
6 weeks.